Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you a wonderfully vibrant ukulele here, made by Korean luthier Aloha. And this is God, what a fun instrument to play. I was fooling around with this instrument just a few moments ago, and this is just one of those sounds that kind of resonates with me and my kind of playing style, having a nice mid-range type of sound. But before we get into going into all the nice sound logistics of this, just want to go ahead and show off and talk about some of the logistics and aesthetics of this instrument. As you can see, this beautiful blue curly maple top right here on this ukulele. I was trying to decide like what kind of color should I? Is it like a blue jean, like a jean blue kind of color? Is it like a cerulean kind of bright kind of blue kind of color? But it's just one of those things that when you look at it in certain lights like here in the room, and you kind of just twist and turn it a little bit, you can see all of that 3D-ness coming out of that maple, and then all of the curliness of this instrument. It just really pops out, and it's just so beautiful, and it pairs really well with that nice mother of pearl, big mother of pearl rosette around the sound hole. And then going onto the sides, you can see the actual natural color of this curly maple, really big curls. And then even here on the back, perfectly book matched right here down the line. Absolutely crazy big curls running all the way across the instrument. And as you can see here with the binding on the back, you also have that kind of blue jean or cerulean blue color as the binding right here. So it has a nice aesthetic play on like that kind of tannish color with the blue. But what's interesting about this is that when you look at the front binding here, it's inverted or swapped. So now you have the regular just maple binding that's more in tune with the color of the sides and the back of the instrument. I think that's something really cool. It's one of those small details where maybe you might not notice at first glance, but you got me to kind of point out those things. So really nice stuff. And then you can have a small little wood or maple purfling right here that outlines the instrument as well, here on the side, as well as this side. Even around this nice big side sound port right here. For me personally, I'm a big fan of the side sound port because for me it allows the instrument to breathe a little more. I always like to think of this picture in my head like you have the big blue water container bottle where you can dispense your water. When you have only one hole and you try to release the cap, all the water is going to try to surge out of the bottom. But if you like poke a hole in the side, now you have another area for the water to come out, so it almost just allows the water to freely come out of the bottle. But now you want to replace the water with sound. This is kind of what I like to think with the body of the instrument. You have the main sound hole in the front where the sound will project outwards, but now with it on the side, and it's a little smaller, it allows the sound, I think, just to breathe a little more when you're playing the instrument, you're putting sound in the instrument. With this, the sound comes out and it creates this nice little sphere of sound in which we are part of this sphere. So for me personally, I'm a big fan of the side sound part in this instrument. Has it, and then again it has that nice purfling around here. Even has like a little black purfling right on the side sound part. So absolutely beautiful stuff. Again, really big fan of the blue. Then we have ebony bridge, fretboard, and even faceplate with the Aloha logo here and mother of pearl on the top. And then we have beautiful, my favorite type of aesthetic tuners, the gold and black classy type of tuners right here on the black. Goto, one of the best tuners, very easy, smooth, and very accurate tuners to put on your ukulele. And again, you can even see that black and gold contrast on the headstock. Very beautiful, very straightforward, simple, clean. And then what's cool here on the neck, Honduran mahogany neck, satin finish, but we have this nice little strip that runs along the middle of the neck. This also curly maple right here. So very simple in aesthetics, but just absolutely beautiful in looks. It really just catches the eye. And with the sound of this instrument too, like I was saying earlier, this is really my kind of sound. It has a nice mid-range. There's not a lot of low end or depth with this. With maple, you're gonna get more of a brighter kind of like slightly higher above the mid-range kind of tonal qualities within the sound spectrum. So when I hit, a C chord, you get this nice mid-range, really sweet tone of the instrument. The good thing about this instrument too is that it's strung in a low G, so it still helps it get some of that low end with this low G tuning. But overall, when I'm like picking on this instrument, in here like around the 5th and the 7th fret, it still has a really nice sweet tone. Everything is nice and rounded. Nothing pierces through or like shoots forward. Still can get nice vibrato and sustain. Everything just blends really well. One of my favorite chords. You can really hear that vibrato. Here on the higher frets, again, you can hear the vibrato really nicely. For me as a classical player, I'm really big into like how much clarity an instrument has. For this, it could have a little more for my personal taste, but again, I really appreciate that it has a nice rounded sound, so nothing jumps out again. Everything is just very smooth, and again, with the side sound part, everything just hovers very nicely in this sphere that I'm kind of in when I play the instrument. So for me as a fingerstyle player, everything's just really nice and clean. As I play all the way up here on the 10th fret. Really nice stuff. If you go ahead and do some, like, say, jazz comping, it's a really clean, again, mid-range instrument. It doesn't have too much low end, so you're not going to get that kind of boomy sound you might get if you strum a little too much with the instrument. But if I do a little, like, nice clean mid-range sound. All around just a wonderfully balanced instrument. But definitely excelling in the mid-range. But still sweet at the same time. So let's go ahead and take this for a sound sample. There we go. and this is what this instrument would sound like with a little bit of strumming.